It's time to break down some football.
We got to get our mind right. Touchdown, win.
From the perspective of guys who played in the NFL.
Caught, touchdown!
And a guy who had one really great sack in high school.
Oh, you're so weak. You're a waste of my time.
Greg Camarillo and Marcus McNeill are the pros. And Scraby is the Joe.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Two pros and a Joe starts right now.
Sean Taylor, yes. Brian Moorman's life almost ended.
Yes. That's exactly why. That's exactly why everybody, the Pro Bowl looks the way it does now, because Sean Taylor almost caught a body at the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
The last highlight, the last worthy highlight from the Pro Bowl, 2007, Sean Taylor decapitating Brian Moorman, the punter.
Yeah, rest in peace, Sean Taylor.
It was, that was a legit hit. That's like nothing that the punter ever wanted any business with. It was like Chris Boswell earlier in the year when he got hit out of bounds by, I think it was like Jadeveon Clowney or something crazy, and he was like lying on the ground like, oh God, and that was like in that moment I looked at him. In that moment, I saw him writhing in pain. And I was like, that is what it's like when a normal human being gets hit by an NFL player.
Yes.
You found your evidence.
Two pros and a Joe. I'm Scraby. We got Marcus McNeill and Greg Camarillo, both former pros in the NFL. And it is Super Bowl time. It's Super Bowl time, guys. Game. And before we get to the big game and all that stuff, I shouldn't even say Super Bowl. They're going to sue us for every time I say that word. But I want to talk about the other day. Marcus came on our talk show and at 97.3 The Fan, Gwen and Chris, and he was lending his knowledge to the show. And our studio setup is kind of awkward because I have to call out on the phone in the studio with the guys. It's a very non-talk studio. So I have to like whisper into the mic, like, thanks so much for coming on the show. So Marcus comes on the show. I say, hey, thanks, Marcus, for coming on the show. And the only word that comes to mind, the sweetie that he is.
Do not call him sweetie.
Sweetie?
He texts me.
Yeah, bro.
I did. I called him sweetie because he that may have been a weird word. Now
it made you feel good, but you ain't got to call me sweet.
Hey, sweetie.
Like, talk about your emotions.
Okay.
Yeah,
the nice guy, that Marcus is. The nice guy that Marcus is, he texted me and he said, hey, man, is everything okay? You and I was like, yeah, why? Do I sound depressed? He's like, yeah, you sounded really depressed. I was like, no, Marcus, it's okay. I was just whispering it to you on the phone, but I appreciate the check-in.
No, he checked in on you. Such a sweetie.
It was the way he sounded, man. You should have heard him. He got on the phone. He's like, hi, Marcus. And I'm like, great, it's me. What are you talking about? Like, say something. You know what I'm saying? He's like, thanks for coming on the show, Marcus. and then he just hangs up the phone. I'm like, hey, it's crazy. You all right? I'm like,
make that face when he did it too.
I'm like, send a text message if I need to send somebody to help or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if they beating them in the studio or what, but like, it sounded bad, man.
You know, it was
you my bro, man. You my bro.
I know he checked on me. It was eye-opening though, because that means that every person that ever has been on that other side of the phone thinks I'm whispering sweet nothings into their ear. So
exactly. Like you coming on like the nighttime host and shit.
Yeah. Like, hey everybody, you're gonna be on in 30 seconds. Greg's been on before. Do I sound like I am a depressed person?
I've never caught that there. I didn't get the love voice.
It's because you're not a sweetie. That's why.
I'm not a sweetie. That's fair.
You're not
I'm
a
okay
sweetie.
with that.
God. All right, let's get to football, guys. Let's talk about some football. Bum, 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 bum. Bengals, Rams.
Boom.
You guys take over for a little bit. I'm talking way too much.
I can't wait. I mean, I'm gonna take over because I know our wide receiver has all the insight. But the matchup of the game, I absolutely want to see Jalen Ramsey versus Jamar Chase. I want to see it every play. I don't want Jalen Ramsey to go anywhere else but to guard Jamar Chase the whole game so I can sit there and watch these guys battle it out. It's going to be great.
It's going to be epic.
I support that. And that's a lot of work. So you can hide a wide receiver well. So it's hard for a corner to play both sides and inside and out and follow a guy in motion. like it's the offense is designed where you can hide a wide receiver. And so you can bring him down into stack formations. You can play him in the slot. You can flip sides. There's Jamar Chase even goes into the backfield. If your goal is to get that man the ball, you're going to find a way unless they double team him. But then you wouldn't necessarily do that with Jalen Ramsey because then you're taking two of your guys out of there. You want Jalen Ramsey one-on-one. So I don't think he's going to stick to him the whole game because there's just too much you can do. And other guys like T. Higgins will eat you up too. But, man, isn't that great? You get the best wide receiver out there, the best DB out there. And hold on, let me take that back. One of the best wide receivers versus one of the best DBs. And that's what it's about, man. And you find these good, nice quarterback matchup. It's an exciting game. But I will tell you this. I was in L.A. this week for a Super Bowl event and saw maybe two Bengals jerseys.
Ooh.
There are no Bengals fans in that there Los Angeles.
Didn't they just come out today though? Didn't they?
Yeah, they did. The team did, yeah.
But so I went to the Super Bowl experience in the LA Convention Center, and they had every jersey except the ones I didn't see. Houston Texans, every other team represented. Like literally like bazillions of Rams jerseys, a lot of Charger jerseys, surprisingly.
You see us?
But no,
you see us?
Two Bengals fans.
Well, in my experience, in the two times that I went to like the Radio Row, like it gets real busy when leading up to the game, as you guys know, like Thursday, Friday, I expect a lot of Bengals fans there, but the tickets are outrageous.
Absurd.
They're like $10,000 and parking's like $350. I don't know who wants to buy stuff like that. It wouldn't even be that fun. That's it. Marcus says that's it. Yeah, Marcus, let's get us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, y'all grab some tickets? It's funny.
Yeah, pay a mortgage on a new house and watch the game in there instead.
Hey, buy a tiny home or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the game's unwatchable. So who knows, like, if there will be more of a home field advantage, because there obviously are a lot of rich people in LA and a lot of celebrities that are going to be there paying money to watch the game and all that stuff. But I think the most interesting matchup, like Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase, is very interesting. But I want to see how Joe Burrow does in a big game. Once again, this guy does nothing but play in big games, and it's awesome. He's just awesome.
Sing it.
Joe Icy.
He's cool under pressure, and I want to see it happen. You know, I want to see. I saw this on Twitter. I'm stealing this take, but a Bengals fan says I want to see Joe Burrow do a Joe Montana drive like Joe Montana did against us back in the Super Bowl in the '80s, and it would be an epic turnaround of the universe.
I don't know what it is in my gut, like it's just something about these Bengals, man, that like it's scary for the Rams to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you got a complete underdog coming in, but these are like the worst type of underdogs, right? These are the underdogs that don't really feel like underdogs.
They got nothing to lose.
So it's like all the pressure is literally on you with all
100%.
Your veterans. You got this, you know what I'm saying, all-star cast that you done assembled over the year. And now you got the bad news Bengals coming into town. You know what I'm saying? That found a way to like bring their quarterback off an ACL injury last year, you know what I'm saying, all the way back to the Super Bowl. So like the storyline for the Bengals, it just has something there, you know what I'm saying? That I feel like, to me, coincides with like how the NFL kind of works out. You know what I'm saying? It's just some way about the NFL, like big stories just happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Big moments happen. You know what I'm saying? And what bigger moment would it be than for the Bengals to win their first Super Bowl? In franchise history, upsetting the Rams in their own stadium.
Yeah. And so I think you nailed it, Marcus, with the pressure being 100% on the Rams. So they've leveraged their entire future to win Super Bowls now. And although I consider it a success to just get to the Super Bowl, they've really put their whole season on the fact that if we don't win this Super Bowl, it was not a success. So all the pressure's there. With the Bengals, you were just happy to make the playoffs. Really, they got nothing to lose. They can go out there and play fresh. there is a huge advantage to being in your home stadium. You know the routine.
Exactly.
You know the locker
I've been
room.
telling you guys this for weeks.
You're at home. You get to stay at home longer. Like, it's just, there's a huge advantage to being at home for the Super Bowl. And no one time we saw it, it's undefeated with the Bucs being at home last year.
The only thing about it too is though, like the D line for the Rams what we expect to wreak havoc, right?
Yes.
But Joe Burrow already got sacked 15 times in the game and won.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, like to me, is he able to take the D line out of the game? You know what I'm saying? To where he's still able to, you know what I'm saying, continue throughout the game, even if he is pressured. You know, like
how? Answer me this, like, because Joe Burrow, I think he was sacked a record nine times against the Titans.
Record to get sacked and still win the game. But how do you, with the Jamar Chase, the T. Higgins, all that stuff, because the Rams D-line is just going to just eat up the Bengals O-line. That is the weakest part of either team is the Bengals O-line. So how do you get Joe Burrow to get some chunk plays, but do it quick? I mean, you can't just do slants all day. You can't do Madden slants all day. You can to Jamar Chase, and he'll get you 97
yards.
Okay,
yeah, that's true. It's true. He has done that this year.
You have to have a quick answer, and he needs to know where that quick answer is, but he also needs to get his O-line in the best potential. It's hard. That's a hard thing to ask for a young quarterback a lot, to know what blitz is coming, shift the protection to that, and if you don't get that right, know exactly where your outlets are and have those receivers get open quickly. That sounds simple. It is not simple. That is a lot to process quickly.
It reminds me of like when we used to play Indianapolis and you got Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis on both sides. So it's like, all right, guys, like we got to find a way to kind of negate this pass rush a little bit. Like, yeah, I can hold up whenever you ask me to, coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. You need that 7-step drop? I got you. You know what I'm saying? But I can't have you calling 10 7-play drops in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like I need a little running back screen.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like then we come back with a run play. You know what I'm saying? If it's third down, every once in a while, third and short, hit them with the draw play. You know what I'm saying? Get the guys rushing upfield. You know what I'm saying? Let that middle of the field open up, pick you up about 5, maybe 10 to 15, and you keep them off balance. But they're going to have to keep the Rams defense off balance, you know what I'm saying, to kind of compensate for the offensive line of the Bengals.
That's funny that you say the whole thing about the screen, Marcus. Is that the play that you're loving, like the offside screen, so you can kind of catch your breath a little bit?
First of all, I used to pop so much trash, you know what I'm saying? I used to love getting up there like on a third down when I knew I had a draw play coming and like really like getting in my stance like I was about to pass it, you know what I'm saying? And then I would talk to the guy. I'm like, hey, bro, like give me your best move right now. It's done. I promise you done. I don't care what you got. You know what I'm saying? So you see them like kind of digging their feet in like, all right. And then as soon as they hike the ball, ole.
You would really be able to yell that.
You said what?
You were really able to yell that to the DN pre-snap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm talking amazing. Like I'm the type of person like if you was next to me, like you would know, like we are always talking in the game. Like there's not really maybe like at crunch time, it's time to be quiet so we can be serious and execute, you know what I'm saying? But throughout the game, I'm having
running your mouth.
Ball. Yeah, I'm having a ball. Like it's like I'm like a kid out at the playground, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking trash, I'm talking smack, you know what I'm saying? Like
love this.
Like, I mean, it made the game fun to me, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's
fun. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Greg, did you ever talk trash to anyone, or what was your? I was your
really, really bad at talking trash. I was really bad at it. And two, well, one, DBs don't ever shut up, so it doesn't matter what you say to them; they're gonna keep talking. Yeah. Two, I didn't ever really have anything that great to say. And three is I didn't want to piss anybody off because my weakness was aggressive corners. So if you like tried to come up and choke slam me, that was going to be my problem. So if I just didn't say anything and you were just going to play softer, then that was my best chance to eat you up. So the combination of all those, it wasn't.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. You have to play to your strengths. So like, I probably would be a guy who wouldn't say anything either, because I don't want to give anybody any fuel to fire to go through me. You know?
All right, story time. Ready for story time?
Story time.
All right, so my coming out game, my second, third, and fourth catch in my career.
Your what?
I'm coming.
My coming out game.
You got the wealth to know. Better let it show.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do it during a game.
Hey,
that's just sometimes.
Hey, we're an equal
beautiful.
opportunity podcast, baby.
Yes. You're my sweetie now.
I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, appreciate you guys. I feel prepared to share. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. All
right, so the Dolphins, when I scored the game-winning touchdown to have one win in the 15 season, so that was literally my second, third, and fourth catch of my career. So I go in there, and it was literally all the same route, the same exact play. We run it to the left, I get my second catch of my career. We run it to the right, I get my third catch of my career, literally the same exact play against the same exact guy. I get 20 yards, something like that. First down, I stand up over the guy. I was like, come on, man, you got to know that same play's coming. So that's not great talking shit. But
I like it. No, that's spicy.
You should know that. But then we fucking go to overtime and we call the same play again. And I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck did you tell this guy? Come on, you got to know the same play coming. So that was the end of my shit talking career right there at catch number 4.
Oh,
but
man.
that's a good. I mean, it sounds like you accomplished the goal of shit talking.
Yeah, but I told him keep your head up for the same play, and then we run the same play again. It was just not why.
You kept beating him. Though, right?
It was a different guy. But it's like it just wasn't wise. Like, why would I give up my chess move? You know?
Yeah. That's funny. Like, hey, whenever he says green, that means we're going right. Okay, that means we're going right.
It's not. It's not good.
Ahead.
That was the end of it. Sorry. Thank you.
No, that's a good story. I love these stories, and I think like talking about if we're going to talk about the running backs, I don't know, I forgot that word. I think Joe Mixon could be a huge difference in this game, just because Cam Akers, he's good and he's shown that he's good, but he's still trying to get into game shape. And Darrell Henderson, those guys. I think Joe Mixon is just better than all of them.
Yeah, Joe Mixon, I think, could be like the hero of this game because you're going to have so much attention on Jamar Chase, right? And then you had Higgins, who had a good game a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So you still got to kind of have him in your peripheral, to where that can soften up the box a little bit for him, and if he can really get to moving the ball and if they can run the ball, right, that absolutely plays in the Bengals' favor, right? Because now you negate that pass rush of the Rams.
Amen. Stamp of approval. You can't let those pass rushers just want to be pass rushers. So even if your run game isn't working early, you got to keep at it.
Yeah,
it'll work.
Keep it a close game, and like the closer the game stays, I think the better chance the Bengals have to win. You know what I'm saying? Like,
are you predicting a Bengals victory,
bro? I'm gonna tell you like this straight up.
Tell me how
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Let's hear it.
I think the Rams are going to win.
Say it with confidence.
I think, right?
No.
I got to tell you because it's a big butt coming there. You know what I'm saying?
I like those a lot.
But I want the Cincinnati Bengals to win.
That's
you know
fair.
what I'm saying? So
you got family ties in the mix.
Hey, that's all I'm saying.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly want the Bengals to win. I feel like they have a great chance. But if I just look at it on paper and I try not to put my heart into things, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If I just look at it on paper, then the Rams are just stacked better than the Bengals are.
I get that. I actually put up a new picture on my Twitter profile a few weeks ago. It was of Joe Burrow because I am a huge Bengals fan until this game is over.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those things where we can
just because you're a hater, Scraves, you're a Niners.
It's true,
fan.
And because the Rams beat my team, and little doucheface Sean McVay, just making mistakes. I think
good football coach.
Okay, he might be a good football coach, but he also did make some. He just
36.
I know he's my age.
He's really good at football coaching. Really good at coaching football.
Sean McVay has a beautiful wife and this like brilliant house, and we're the same age. Sometimes I look at those guys and I'm like, man, you went somewhere wrong in life, bro. When you're
don't do it straight
wrong. I tell my kids this, man. If you're always comparing yourself to somebody else, you're never going to be a happy man.
Hey, yeah, don't compare yourself, Scraves. Like,
well, I don't anymore because obviously, as you guys know, I'm kind of a weirdo and I'm one of a kind, so there's no one to compare me to. Yeah. Back to the trash talking real quick, because this just hit me. I was watching Instagram the other day and Jadeveon Clowney was talking trash to this like corner, and it was when he was on the Texans, they were playing the Titans. So Jadeveon Clowney's on the sideline and this corner's right next to him. He's like, 39, I haven't never seen you before. We're gonna eat you alive, 39. We're gonna fuck you up, 39. And then like the next play, 39 intercepts the ball in the end zone, and the camera just like zooms in on Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh yeah,
like in the office.
Yeah.
Like in the office, he's like, oh, like what did I do that for? So that's an example of trash talking gone wrong.
I mean, it backfire on you sometimes, right? But you just got to keep them coming. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't stop there. You know what I mean?
It's a talent, man. Talking shit is a talent. Like some people are just good at it, and you're like, wow, that shit was painful and creative. Like
the best shit talker, hands down, to me, might have been Warren Sapp, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it was like you knew he was a headache for the offensive guard, right? And like he would just come out and just literally let them know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to own you. You know what I'm saying? One time we had Scott Smoochkowski.
Say that again?
Right? Scott Smoochkowski.
Okay.
Who used to play, we call him Mooch, y'all. But he backed up Dillman. So, you know, Sapp was playing for the Raiders at this point in time. So, you know, Dillman ends up getting hurt, you know, and so now Mooch has to play. And now he's playing Warren Sapp, one of the best defensive line of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like he comes out and I'm talking about off the dribble, like, who the fuck are you? Like, who is this guy? Like, hey, you like he's screaming at the sideline. Who is he?
Warren Sapp is doing
this. He's screaming at the sideline, and Mooch is like standing there kind of embarrassed and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, y'all could at least told the motherfucker to tie his shoes. So then Mooch looks down at his shoes, and of course his shoes are tied. And I'm like, what are you?
Oh, man.
Like, that's not fair. That's Warren Sapp.
I knew he was in his head already, you know what I'm saying? So like I tried to like kind of just stay rocking with him the whole game, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't get too flustered, but Warren Sapp goes down as one of the best all the time. Shit.
That is great.
Speaking of vets influencing youngsters, when I was young and playing against the Patriots, Rodney Harrison tried to strike a deal mid-game for me not to hit him.
What?
And I'm thinking about it. He's like, oh, let's take it easy. Let's not hit each other. And I'm like, really, man? Like,
bro,
if I've ever seen a setup in my life, is Rodney Harrison trying
Was
to
it a setup?
Of course. He's going to demolish me if I get a thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
See, I'm too gullible. I'd be like, okay, cool, man.
I got you. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and then boom, I'm dead on the field.
You out. Especially at this time, Scrape, you would have been able to legally be laid out. You know what I'm saying? Like
legally.
I know. Like Greg played in the days, the last days of when you did not want to cross over the middle of the field in the NFL.
Yeah, you could
because die. I mean, okay, do you have a worst hit, I guess? Going over the middle?
I never.
Did you ever play against Ray Lewis?
I got hit by Ray Lewis, but nothing major. I never had a moment where like my brain stem detached from my brain for a little bit. I just had the seeing stars kind of eyes crossing kind of business.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a greatest hit moment. You know,
yes, let's hear it. These are the best.
So we're playing the Steelers, you know, and it's the last play. We down. I think it's like 7-9 or something. We're down, so we need to score.
Thriller.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we're going, we need to do like the old hook and lateral, you know, flicker around the field. Like, that's the only thing we got, right?
Yeah.
So we kick off the play, right? Boom, they throw it out wide, they toss it back, right? So I'm standing on this side of the field and the ball's coming this way, right? You know what I'm saying? Where they're lateraling it.
Excited. Eyes lighting up.
So it's me and Phillip, right? Rivers. And I was like, when they toss it up in there, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm way faster than Phillip. I'm bragging. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like leap up to grab it and catch it in stride, right? But Palomalu. As soon as I'm right here, Palomalu.
Yeah, I knew it was coming when you said Steelers.
Why?
Oh, he will smack you.
He tears me up in my side, and I'm talking about. You should see my hand just break, hey, you know what I'm saying? The ball goes.
You were
flying.
Extended.
Everything. He hits me. Harris hits me at the same time. I get demolished. I don't know where the ball goes. I don't even want it at this point anymore. So the ball ends up getting down, and I turn around, and fucking Gates is sitting there laughing. He's talking about ball.
He knows.
You know yeah, he knew. He was like, you thought your ass was gonna run with that ball, didn't you, boy? And I'm just sitting there hurting, and he just laughing. He crying, he can't even walk. He crying, laughing. I was like,
that is hilarious. That is hilarious at your expense.
Hey, at your expense. I want the ball, man. If I could have just returned one punt, man, just one punt, I would have scored. You remember when the New England lineman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I'm house caller right there.
We'll never know.
I love the confidence. I think we should get you out there for one more go at it.
One more. Somebody asked me to come back. Somebody asked me to come back. Somebody asked me to come back. I told him, I said, I got one game for you. You know what I'm saying?
You said, I want to return punts. They said, no, we good.
Did they legitimately ask you to come back?
It was just some fans and stuff on Twitter. They were like,
"Oh, that's hilarious!
If you could play opposite of Slater right now, man, you know what I'm saying? The Chargers would be money, man." I was like, "Listen, they make it to the Super Bowl. I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got one game for you, guaranteed shut down on one side of the field. It's easy.
A draw."
Easy. I'm talking about anything. First of all, I still practice my pass sets on fourth graders in the park on Sunday. So if you ever see me launching little 10-year-olds across the field, I'm just trying to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying?
I did hear about that. I did hear about 10-year-olds being launched across the field. So now it makes sense. Now it makes sense.
We put protective padding on them. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
Sure no one's hurt.
That's amazing. That is great. I love that. All right, we're coming to the end. So, Greg, do you have a defuck, and then we'll make our and then I have one too, real quick. It's a hater take, and if Marcus got one, then we'll make our Super Bowl predictions.
Our year leader in defucks has come out of retirement.
Antonio
Brown is back in the mix.
What is he doing now?
Tweeting out or Instagramming out a picture of his Super Bowl ticket receipt from last year. But not fully explaining that it was last year. You kind of got to do some digging.
Yeah.
Bought the owner's suite for 18 people at a cost of $2 million. And so, all right. So there's a few things about this. One is, if he spent his own money on that, that's a real jack. That wasn't the fuck are you doing? There's a chance that's Kanye's money because it was done through Donda Sports. Did I say that one?
Which he is now the president of, I think. AB is the president of that.
If Kanye did it, no problem. He's got it. If AB did it, that's a jackass move. Either way, if you did it, it's a jackass move. If Kanye did it, why are you tweeting it out like you spin it? Anyway, that's my defuck of the day. I had a problem with that.
I like it. I
still would like to be in that suite, though.
That would be sweet. Yeah. I would love to be there.
I bet you there's some great things going on.
There's some amazing things going on.
Amazing hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. I thought you were going to say something else. So my defuck is actually, I really think that Patrick Mahomes has to sit down his fiance and his little brother and tell them to stay at home during games. Maybe not his fiance, because he can't really do that. But the brother, I'm over. He is all over social media, trying to make out with girls, and the girls don't want it. All this other stuff.
Oh, that's called sexual assault.
Yeah, I know. But the whole champagne spraying incident, I know that was a couple weeks ago.
Big Mac said it's okay.
Yeah, you get sprayed in championships.
we did talk about that. Yeah, but anyway, I just was like, hey, you got to talk to them because things are getting real.
All right, Scrapes, I got a hypothetical situation for you. And what is the dollar amount? If you are Patrick Mahomes and your brother Jackson is TikToking on the field and during games, what is the dollar amount that you're okay with him making where you say, go ahead, keep it up?
Like he makes it himself?
Yes,
like
Jackson
his
Mahomes.
money? Oh, well, if he's making his own money, then I'm not going to say anything. But
He's
if
making his own money. I don't know
dime,
how much, but like, what's the cutoff? Like, if he's making $100,000 a year, are you okay with it? Does it have to be $1 million?
No,
At what point
you got to be?
no,
I am way too high profile for you to make $100,000 and embarrass me every day. Like,
can we quote that right there? Can we just make that the Scraby quote? I am
Scraby
way
quote.
too high profile for you.
I am way
$100,000.
too high profile.
Me.
Yeah, that's hilarious, and I will do that. All right, Marcus, do you have a defuck?
Episode name right there.
No.
I like it.
No, guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been the only defuck might be like dodgeball at the fucking Pro Bowl.
You don't like that?
I mean, I like dodgeball, but
not at
the Pro Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Like,
a little much.
Yeah, it's just like you
not
kind
that
of
I watched it, but I like it.
I mean, like, at least like bring some kids in too or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just think
blast the kids. No, I would watch that.
Yes, like absolutely. There's no mercy in dodgeball. You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge.
I would watch it. I'd watch it.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right.
Like, see Patrick Mahomes throw 180 plus. You know what I'm saying?
Someone's face
at Jackson Mahomes.
Oh, I would pay to see that. All right. The Super Bowl picks. I'm going to go, and I'm just going to say the Bengals win 24. No, the Bengals win 27-24.
Wow.
Here, you guys make your picks. I don't know. There's some noise outside the door. I'll be right back. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals too, man. I got to go with the Bengals, man. I got to go with the Bengals because little cuz is on there. I'm going with the Bengals 24-21.
All right. Well, the Vegas experts say the Rams are going to win by 7. So I'm just going to roll with that because they usually are right. So I'm going to go 28-21 Rammies.
Rammies? You don't think that the Bengals can come through and like and win this one? Like, they haven't won yet. Like,
I'm with you, man. My heart is there. That's a fun story.
Yeah.
Joe Icy.
Yeah. Joe Icy.
I mean, could you imagine? He would have so much fun. I would have fun watching him have fun.
Like, just him coming back from an ACL tear.
Great story.
Rookie year.
Great story.
Comeback player of the year to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
I support all of it.
They're looking for Tom Brady's replacement. And if he's going to put in an application, that'll be a damn good one.
Hey, my heart is with you. My brain is not.
Hey, I'm with you, Scrabes, on that. You know what I'm saying? We both with the Bengals. Greg Camarillo is going with the money line in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Oh, really? What is the money line? I forgot.
The Rams are 7-point favorites.
Oh, you're choosing the Rams are 7-point favorites?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not a close game.
Might have to go be making a bet or something here coming up soon.
Hey, you know.
But well, that's it. We will have another episode recapping the Super Bowl. But everybody have a great time doing it. Hit us up on our social media at 2 Pros and a Joe. You can find Greg at Catch Camarillo.
Catch him.
You can find Marcus. Catch him. You can find Marcus at Marcus McNeill 73 or at McNeill 73 on Instagram, and me at Matt Scraby. 2 Pros and a Joe.com. All that good stuff. I hope that we have a Bengals champion because it will be nice to have a different team actually winning the Super Bowl.
Timeout. I pulled a Joe Rogan giving fake news. 4-point spread. I apologize.
That's what
Spotify,
I thought.
Don't take us down for misinformation.
You almost got us canceled. Come on, Greg. What are you doing?
4-point spread.
You need to keep giving us these false informations because then we'll be offered $100 million to come over to my podcast company. So.
Boom.
Wow. Hey, can I just ask somebody, please, any of our fans, maybe from San Diego, where are the best chicken wings in San Diego? If anybody hears this, please let me know before the game so I can enjoy them with a little blue cheese dip. Thank you.
Can we explore that? I would like to go on that journey with you.
Yeah,
yes,
please.
We will. I'll post that, and then you guys can retweet it. So.
I'm gonna put an early shout out for Dirty Birds. They got some fire.
Ooh,
they do.
I heard
they do.
Yeah,
they do. All right. Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody. Eat those wings, except for me.
No wings.